Did it work? I think it did. I got a clicker! Hi, how are you? I'm Kylene, also known as CCL Stitches or Crazy Cat Lady Stitches, here on YouTube and on Instagram. If you are new here, this is a channel about my obsession with cross stitch and my crazy ramblings. It's been quite a while since the last time I've been here. It's been a month, busy working. Nursed a lot. I'm a nurse for my job, and I ended up having to nurse at home as well. My cat Molly, she had a dental work done, and had to nurse her back to health, but she's doing fine. It was quite an experience. She's 15 years old. I'm gonna do my best to edit this video. So this is a picture of Molly. Okay. She is 15 years old. I have two cats. They're sisters. They're both 15. So I nursed Molly back to health after her dental. I don't know if any of you have been through this before, but with cats, I think with dogs too, they need to be put under anesthesia for dental work. And she needed it badly, which I didn't even know. I didn't know the signs. I should have known, but I didn't. And she ended up needing 5 teeth removed, which she did very good with. I was very nervous with her going under anesthesia just for the fact she's considered a geriatric cat. But she came through with flying colors. She was only there for a few hours, and she did great. I brought her home. She was still loopy from the anesthesia, so I let her out of her carrier, and she walked around like a little drunken sailor for the first hour, but she did fine. Gave her her pain meds and her antibiotics. She did well with. And now it's like she's reversed her age 5 years. She's like back in this kitten state and playing with her toys and asking for all the loves and cuddles on her time only. I can't just pick her up and cuddle her. She has to come to me. It has to be on her terms. But yeah, did that. And what else? I stitched. I stitched a lot. Not much stitching, like not many projects, but I did a lot of stitching on each project. So I think I have some pretty good progress to show you. And I have a few new starts, of course. So I'm gonna start with my whips first. I worked on my, of course, letters for Mermaids, the letter A. This is a gift. It's going to be a gift for my niece, who is turning 1 on March 30th. I made really good progress on this, but I'm kind of starting to think that I might not make it to the deadline, which I'm okay with. It's totally fine. I think it would be nice in a more personal, because they're having a big party for her. In a more personal setting, maybe to give it to her and her parents, because I think it's gonna be a nice heirloom piece. I don't have a pic of, actually I do, I think it's on my Instagram, of previous progress. I gotta get better at taking before pictures so I can like pop them in or something like that. This is my progress. Oh, let me get my board. My show board, and here's an upgrade for you. Oh boy, is that a wonder clip? It is. You got it? There we go. There we go. I did not do any ironing, sorry. But here it is. This is done on 32 count Waterlily by Wichelt. And before, I only had this corner waves done with a little bit of the corner border. I took the border all the way across down here, finally got up to where it's actually going to end, and then I put the whole part of the A in. So I did really good progress. For all you numbers people, I did a total of 9 stitching days on this. So I stitched a total, let me back up. I stitched a total of 21 days out of the last 30 since I last saw you. Now it's like 31. Total, I had stitch counts for the last 30, for those 21 days, 6,171 stitches. I stitched 9 days on this, and I did a total of 2,095 stitches. So this is the one that got the most love. So I'm really proud of the progress. I was stitching this in hand. Done with all the called for colors. Classic Color Works for this pattern. From the lovely Nora Corbett, my absolute favorite designer. So that's that. The one full coverage piece I've been working on, it's called Crazy Cat Chloe. I forgot my not iPad, my tablet. I have a Galaxy tablet. But since I'm going to edit this, here's a cute picture of it. It's a Heaven and Earth Designs. The artist is Sheena Pike, which unfortunately on Heaven and Earth Designs, Sheena Pike patterns have recently been retired. So I am stitching this on just an 18 count plain white Aida. It is stitched 2 threads over, you know, 1 Aida stitch. I did 11 stitching days on this with a total of 1,657 stitches. And I got a kitty face. Look at the kitty face. Look how real the kitty face looks. How awesome is that? Ain't she cute? I really wanted to stitch her face. So this is a ton of confetti stitching. A ton. I think that's probably what makes the cat face look so real. It was starting, I started this as a cross country. I had to stop and start reparking just for the fact of how heavy it was, becoming really bulky on the backside and hard to get the needle through. So I started parking again, which is fine. I don't mind. I usually switch up my methods of doing my full coverages anyway. If I get bored with one, I'll do another. I've always started with parking. Recently, I've been doing cross country. Not too far though, not like on the whole pattern. And I just recently tried Royal Rose method, which is pretty cool too. I am doing this, of course, for my full coverage fanatics epic journey challenge, and I am on my 3rd location to get to, and I have to stitch 6,700 stitches to get to the source of the Nile. So that's that. Really loving that stitch. I just leave it up in my Lowry stand, and whenever I want to switch a project, I actually put the project flat. Like, this is 11 by 17 Q-snap. I'll put the project flat. Well, not even. I actually use this for my paper patterns. I'll throw my paper pattern here and just read off the paper pattern if I'm doing another whip or something. So it has dual purpose. My 3rd whip that I worked on was a whip go call for me. And this is my Halloween stamped kit. This was the first thing of cross stitch I ever touched in my life, and really lit the fire of my passion for cross stitch. It was a stamped kit I bought off Amazon. At the time, I didn't know anything about copyright, so it's actually like a no name. I can't even tell you where I got it from. And I don't think the artist of the actual picture got their credit. But this is my only one that I have. And it has special meaning to me just because it's literally my first piece ever. So I did 3 days on this with a total of 516 stitches. Oh wait, I can show you a picture. So that's going to be my little Halloween thing. And yeah, I did this big red blob right here. And it was nice just filling it in when my brain was really tired. I struggled a bit over the past weeks with my mental health. I'm going to get vulnerable just for a second. Over the past couple weeks, I have a roller coaster ebbs and flows. I've I have major depressive disorder. I've had it for the last 20 years, and I do have it managed pretty well. But, you know, at times I do have my low points, and especially seasonal depression tends to hit me a little harder. So I can't wait until the warm weather and lots of sun and I get lots of vitamin D out there. But the point I'm trying to say is it's okay to talk about it. You know, cross stitch has been very therapeutic for me. I know I've said before in the past, I was an ICU nurse through and worked through the pandemic. So cross stitching and crochet was my solace through that, and it really helped. I am trying to, I guess, lessen the stigma of even talking about mental health, because I know there's still a stigma there, of course. But don't ever think that you can't talk about it. You can, if it makes you feel better. You know, reach out to a trained professional. There's nothing wrong with therapy. Therapy was probably the best thing that I could ever do for myself with that. Talking to somebody that is trained and has an unbiased opinion about you was really helpful for me. I have a really good working relationship with my personal doctor. She makes me feel validated in my feelings. So yeah, that's about it. So I went through a little bit of a lull period, like woe is me, and I just felt like there was a dark cloud over me, and even just picking up something to stitch was pretty tough, but I forced my way out of it, and I'm on the back end of coming back up and being cheery and happy. So with major depressive disorder, it's, you know, it's depression, but it's I wouldn't say worse form. I don't know. I've had it for so long, but your brain doesn't produce the neurotransmitters, your happy hormones, serotonin, dopamine. It has trouble producing them. So, and that's why you get the feelings of depression that you do. I have to actively seek things that make me feel good, make me feel better, and stuff that helps to get those happy hormones going, from whatever ones that I do have. So working out, I do yoga, and then buying cross stitch patterns helps too. See? Yes, I really do need all these cross stitch patterns. This is a shirt for my husband today. I can't wait till he gets home from work to see it. All right, on with the whips. I'm sorry. Tangent, squirrel. All right, up next, I have another Nora Corbett. This is a whip go for me. It's a whip go for February. It's Imperial Lady D. I work on all of my whip goes from the month. It doesn't matter which month it is, whenever it's called. I have the whole year to finish them. So that's why I'm working on my February one. Because I just think she's gorge. This is Imperial Lady D from Nora Corbett. She is absolutely gorgeous. I am doing it on a 32 count. Picture this plus by, it's called Chalice. And it is more creamsicle orange color. And I don't know if you can see the sparklies, but I did 2 days of this and 451 stitches. My whip go goal is 1,000 stitches. So I'm about halfway there almost. Most of the stitches I did were Kreinik. And now I am introducing to you the Chronicles of Kreinik part of the show. Yes, people, Kreinik is beautiful, but it is a bear to stitch with. I haven't stitched with Kreinik in over a year, so I totally forgot. So I was originally stitching this in hand. Yeah, don't do that. Don't stitch in hand. If you're an in-hand stitcher and you're about to put some Kreinik into a project, you really need some stabilization from either a hoop or a Q-snap or something, because it is unforgiving with linen. Your tension, no matter how careful you are, your tension will be dramatically changed by trying to stitch it in hand, and the stitches look wonky. Number 2, don't ever mess up your counting with Kreinik. I can't even tell you. I had to unpick some stitches because I miscounted. The act of unpicking Kreinik on linen literally irked my soul. Like, it was, you know those things, like certain things that make your blood run cold and you're just like, oh, that was me unpicking Kreinik. That was a new fear unlocked for me. I had to unpick like 20 stitches and I literally lost my mind. I had to put it down. I had to come back to it. Each stitch I undid, I was like, ah! Like, horrible. Yeah. So don't ever mess up your counting. And what else about Kreinik? Use short strands. You have to use short strands with Kreinik. If you get a knot in your strand because it was too long, you can't pull it out. You can't pull the knot out. Your strand is a lost cause. Those are my suggestions. And just take it from me that experienced it. Thank you for coming to my Chronicles of Kreinik TED Talk. I hope you enjoyed. Those are all my whips that I worked on. I did have some new starts. My first new start is I kitted up the Thomas's stocking from Shepherd's Bush. And that came in, so I was like, need to start this right away. And I had a few firsts in this. Here it is. This is Thomas's stocking. So cute, isn't it? And I am doing this for my husband, Thomas. No, I didn't pick it because his name's Thomas. I picked it because it was the cutest one that made the most sense that he would love. And he will love anything that I stitch for him because he has no choice. I did all the called fors except, so it calls for, what is it? DMC Pearl number 5 cotton. Also Classic Colorworks number 5 cotton and Weeks Dye Works number 5 cotton. I could not find, there's only 3 Classic Colorworks number 5 cotton needed for this pattern. I could not find them anywhere, which is fine. So I just did my own color conversion and switched those 3 colors to Weeks Dye Works. So I stitched this. It called for an 18 count natural oatmeal Floba fabric, which I found on 123 Stitch. And I did in one day a total of 710 stitches. That's a lot for me. And I absolutely love it. Look at that shape with the reindeer ears, antlers, not ears, antlers. And the little blanket on its back. Oh my gosh, what a joy. And there's my little bird. It called for a brownish color for the bird, but I wanted it to be red like a cardinal. So I switched it to the red. That is brick red in Weeks Dye Works number 5. So, let me get my board. Probably looking like, what is that stick in the back? So, we got little Santa's reindeer sheep right here. And then this is Santa's staff in the back. And then this is the start of Santa's hand. And with the little cardinal sitting on top of his staff. So yeah, this was an absolute joy to stitch. I loved it. It went super fast. And the variegation, you can't really see it here. Let's see if you, let me hold it up. The variegation of the gray color in the sheepy is darling. Just darling, and I love it. The stitches look fabulous. And I was just, my needle was burning. It was on fire doing it. So, an absolute joy to stitch that. Okay. Another start with a lot of firsts in it. I am finally starting The Shores of Hawk Run Hollow by Carriage House Samplings. Sorry. I am so excited to do this. What am I doing? Back picture's better. It's larger. I am doing this on my first ever 40 count fabric. And I am also stitching for the first time NPI silks, the called for. I kitted this up for over a year. I would buy the NPI silks, you know, little batches here in there at a time because it does get pretty expensive. And I'm really happy that I did because it is just a dream to stitch on. So how I went about starting this. I was lazy and did not want to do a corner start because I didn't want to find out where I should start it. So I did a dead center start, you know, folded the fabric, made sure it's in the right orientation. And this dead center start is this center block on this middle sail right here in the middle of the boat. That's the dead center of this pattern. This is what I got. This is 2 days and 885 stitches. A lot of firsts on this, but man, can I tell you, I see why people like stitching on the higher counts with a single strand. It is an absolute joy. Makes me feel like a stitching goddess because your stitches look fabulous. Look at the white stitches. Oh my God. They look like Pam and Steph's white stitches. It's crazy. So I almost have the boat outlined. And then I'll just do some like mindless fill in with that. But I am loving this so far. And another first that I did with this was I learned how to do a front loop start with a single strand. And that was, I think that's what was really holding me back from even start doing like single strand on higher count, was because I didn't want to have to keep flipping back and forth to start my thread or bury it in or anything like that. Single strand loop start for cross stitch. I was watching one of my gazillion floss tubes that I do, and somebody mentioned it, and so I actually went onto the YouTube search and did, what did I type in? Single strand loop start, I think. And there's a few videos that are done. There's one I think I learned by Stitcherista, and you'll see it pop up. Danielle from Stitcherista. She did that tutorial, I think a couple years ago. But yeah, I love this. Oh, I love it so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. What does that sound like? What movie is that from? Come on, I know you know it. I love you. I love you. I love you. Elf. You guys know it. Elf. All right. And my last start, I literally just started Saturday night. Saturday night, I was like super down in the dumps. I really was. I was struggling. And I'm not going to lie. I actually did this. I filmed this floss tube Saturday night. And I just was not proud of the product that I put out. You could really see me. I was struggling. I was not as upbeat. And I felt like I had a lot of brain fog, and I was losing my words much more than usual. Like, I jumble my words on here, but I was losing, like, my attention span just was not there. My heart wasn't in it. And so I woke up today and I was like, you know what? We're going to make this a good day. We're going to make it a good day with intention. And then I went to like 7-Eleven, which is, you know, convenience store, to get my Celsius drink. And the cashier lady is so nice. She was like, have a good Monday. Have a good Monday on purpose. And I was like, you know what? You're right. You are right, Jean. I am going to have a good Monday on purpose. And that just totally flipped my day around from the start. So we're having a good floss tube on purpose today. So sorry, tangent squirrel. So I have a ton of lavender and lace patterns. I think they are absolutely gorgeous and timeless. If you don't know, lavender and lace, Told in a Garden and Butternut Road patterns, they're all done by Marilyn Levitt Bloom, who is Nora Corbett's mother. But I had this in my stash for a while and I've been wanting to do it. It's called The Wedding and it looks like this. Beautiful, gorgeous. And of course I want to do this in celebration of my wedding. I've been married to my husband for 2 years now. We had our anniversary February 22nd. So I'm giving myself a nice cushion of time here. I want to have this done by our 5th year anniversary so I can give it to him. Well, us. Give it to us. I originally had planned, I think it calls for natural linen from Wichelt. And I had first pulled a picture of this plus linen in the color of jade, which I thought would have been absolutely beautiful. Beautiful. But I was watching the Hathaway stitchers. It's Erin and Amity in one of their floss tubes. They're great. They have amazing fabric pattern choices. And I think Erin was using, she had a fabric from Witch's Garden Crafts. And I was like, let me go on Etsy and see what that's all about. Well, yeah. As soon as I saw this fabric, I was like, that needs to be the fabric for my wedding sampler. I'm going to call it a wedding sampler, even though it's not a sampler. It's just easier for me. I got an amazing fabric from Witch's Garden Crafts. It's called Envy. It's a 14 count Aida, which I have no problem with. So, and I already started. Oh my God. Look at this gorgeousness. And I got a right corner start because I'm stitching this in hand. And that is Petite Treasure Braid in a gold color. PB, here it is. PB 26. And this is taking the place of, oh my God, did I just lose the actual pattern? I did. So this pattern came out in 92. That is 32 years ago, people. And it calls for 284Z. And I didn't know what that was. So I looked up, I think I did the Google, DMC 284Z. And I forget what it was, but it said use Petite Treasure Braid instead. So that's what I did. So I started with the border. I'm living dangerously on the edge. I don't know if you can see this. I had, doing the calculations, I could do an inch and an inch and a quarter on each side, which is fine. When I go to frame this, I will probably sew this very well and very carefully onto some fabric to get it stretched out and laced up. So yeah, I took this border down. This is the end of the border, but it's not the end of the pattern. That's why there's so much space, because the wedding dress comes all the way down here. It's just gonna be an absolute gorgeous, oh no, needle down, needle down. I had it up in the corner. Needle down. Let's fix that up. But I'm absolutely loving this. I was actually stitching on this morning, getting pumped up for my Monday. And yeah, I just love it so much. I did a floss toss with it, and all the flosses look so good on it. All the colors, man, I can't say enough about that. All right, and then my last start is kind of going to be like a review, I guess. So I've been watching the floss tubes, and I've been really loving Cross Stitch the Globe. Stephanie and Allison, their sister duo. Stephanie is originally a travel writer for her job, and she has recently started to make cross stitch patterns out of her beautiful pictures that she has taken of places all around the world and made them into, yeah, cross stitch patterns. And I just recently bought one of them on Etsy, and I chose, it's called Portugal #1. Pena Palace. Of course, a printout doesn't do the colors justice, but it's blues and yellows, and it just spoke to me because it is the exact color scheme of my living room. I do like a lighter yellows, lighter blues, and light grays for my, it's a very calming vibe in my living room, and I just thought this would be a perfect addition to my wall. So this is the pattern markup. And her patterns are wonderful. I can't believe, Stephanie, you've only been stitching for what, a year now or something like that? Because your patterns are, they're just so thoughtful and very well written. And this is the floss list, and she goes in order. So when you're going to buy your DMC or kit it up, you just check them off in order. You don't have to go and find everything. She also gives you, the pattern itself comes in black and white or color, which is awesome. And I've successfully put it onto, I just started using Markup XP, Markup RXP it's called. So it loads beautifully onto that application, and I've been loving it so far. I'm stitching mine on a 20 count Aida, just a piece that I had left over. And I believe she gives you stitch counts. The stitch count itself is 112 by 140. On 14, she gives you the dimensions on 14, 16, and 18 count. So on an 18 count, it's going to be 6.2 by 7.8. So I'm doing mine on a 20, which is, I didn't do the math for it, but it's going to be a little bit smaller, which I don't mind at all. I actually look forward to having this. I already have a perfect spot for it on my wall, and I can't wait to get it up there. So I started in the top left corner. So it's this blue patch up here, and it's been a dream. I love it. I only did about 200 stitches on it so far. I just really wanted to try out a new pattern and a new designer. And Stephanie, kudos to you. Congratulations. It's absolutely wonderful. And I know you've mentioned in your Flosstube that you lived in Philly for 10 years. So I'm hoping you're getting some of the beautiful pictures of Philly into cross-stitch patterns soon. You know how we have a city full of amazing culture and places and stuff like that. So gotta put it out there. I'll be first in line for that pattern. So that's it. That's my whips and my starts. I guess I can go into some thank yous from Flosstubers. Over the past month, I've had a bunch of shout outs. And particularly yesterday, I had the most massive, today is Monday, March 18th. And I had the most epic love bombing of a shout out yesterday. Pam and Steph from Just Keep Stitching featured me on their silver and gold part of their Flosstube. They pick a new Flosstuber and a oldie but a goodie Flosstuber, and I was the silver Flosstuber since I'm brand spanking new. And I just felt, first off, can I just say, you know, how much, you guys already know how much I love you, but you guys were a big, huge inspiration of me even starting something like this, because I really wanted to be more involved in the community, because, you know, cross-stitching is such a solitary hobby, and I needed that interaction with my fellow cross-stitch aficionados. So they were one of my first Flosstubers that I came across, and it's been an absolute joy. And for them to feature me on their spot, what an honor. I saw it last night, and I was laying in bed watching Flosstube, and I literally sat up straight in my bed and like silent screamed because my husband was downstairs watching his show. I was like on all fours on my bed like, oh my God! Literally falling off my unicorn multiple times. So thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. And yes, you guys are both my spirit animals. Who else shouted me out? Miss Denise from Black Ribbon Stitch Studios. Oh my God, what a joy she is to watch. If you are feeling down and you need somebody to just cheer you back up, oh my God, Denise is absolutely wonderful. She's a multi-crafter. She does beautiful skin conversions on her mirrors. Oh my God, they're absolutely gorgeous. So thank you so much, Denise. I'm so excited to meet you at Queen City Stitch Retreat this year. Who else? Brand spanking new is, her name is Elizabeth. She is ZZ Fiberworks. She is from Northern California, I believe. And she shouted me out, so thanks so much, Elizabeth. I appreciate it. And she just had the sweetest finish in her second floss tube. She did Sue Bonnet, I think it's called, by Tiger Lily Designs. Who else? Suzanne from Stone Magpie. Suzanne is from Yorkshire, England, and she is new to Flosstube, not new to the diamond painting side of YouTube. She is a diamond painter and just recently rediscovered her love of cross stitch. So I am really loving seeing her discover all the new stuff. Who else? Kelly from Kel's Stitches. She is from Australia. She does fabulous full coverage. And if you're a numbers person, like you really like the numbers and process stitching, she is a great floss tube to check out. So check her out. And then also Alara, another full coverage stitch girly. I mentioned her before. Love you, girl. Thank you so much. You enabled me this time around. I think you showed some of the work on your Lori Prindle horses. I went and bought, I think, 4 Lori Prindle patterns from Heaven and Earth. Thank you for the enabling. Can't wait. And that's it. There's so many others. There's so many other floss tubers. I just watched so many over the past month. I was in Flosstube overload and I was loving it. So you guys all motivate me and inspire me. I really feel like I'm a part of something that's, you know, like I said, such a solitary hobby. Seeing your joy and all of your progress and all of your whips, seeing so many different kinds of floss tubes, it's awesome. So, all right, what's up next? Stash acquisitions. If I made any questionable decision this past month, it was turning on the notifications to the Facebook cross-stitch D-stash group. What a questionable decision that was. I didn't have that notification on for more than an hour, and I was like, yes, please, I'll take it. Me, please. Me, please. On like 4 different people's posts. Because you see it, you're like, oh, I love it. And oh, somebody else is going to get it. And oh, you can't beat that price. Whatever. You know what I say? Yes, I really do need these cross stitch patterns. This is the vibe for the day. Okay? All right. This is the vibe for the day. First up is a Busilla kit from 1999. It's called Cats in the Sewing Room. Very cute. Very, you know, vintagey looking. 1999, just so you got your numbers straight, is considered antique now. Anything from 1999. 25 years. I believe that's how it works. That's how it works with classic cars, right? 25 years and older is considered an antique, I believe, car. Same, I'm going with it. Same with cross stitch. But I love it. Look at this cat. He's just chilling, living his best life. Biscuit is cleaning himself up, waiting for his mom to come back to the sewing machine. Gosh darn it, Biscuit, get off my chenille. Yeah, I love it. It comes with all the fixings, 14 count, 10 out of 10 crunch Aida, which I think if I test the crunch on it, it will disintegrate. We're probably going to switch that out, but you know, who cares? I don't know. Bucilla is ones where you have to like find out, you have to play numbers match with the flosses and the symbols. I don't know if I'm going to do all that. I might just be switching that up. My next one is another kit. It's from Sunset Count Cross Stitch. It's called Bag Ladies. Of course. I just thought these were hilarious. Look at the cat hiding in the bag right there. That's my cat. That's Molly. She's hiding. If I fits, I sits. That's what I thought of when I seen this. If I fits, I sits. This is, what is it? 16 count Dove Gray, 10 out of 10 disintegrating Aida. Looks like another numbers match puzzle with the floss. We'll see. I don't know. I may just do a whole color conversion. Get it real funky. All right. Another one. This is from the Graph Menagerie Presents. Limited edition from the Gibson portfolio. Look at that Santa. Merry Christmas, 1986. Look at Bambi in his lap. And look at this little, what is that, a mouse? I don't know what that is. It's a little 4x5 pixelation of what looks like a mouse. But it's just so cute because it has a tail on it. I just find this so endearing, so nostalgic, and I would love to make this in an ornament for my Christmas tree. I tend to go for patterns like this. Like when I show you my Prairie Schoolers, the color themes that the Prairie Schoolers come in, it's my jam. I like the coming home for the holiday, you know, the vintage trucks carrying Christmas trees and the cute little dogs in it. I like the buffalo plaid, the deep reds, the deep greens. That's what I do my decorations in. Love it. What else did I get? A Sam Sarah. I got a Sam Sarah design. It's called It's Raining Cats and Dogs. I think I may have another Sam Sarah in my stash. But this is from 2000. And it's done all in Karen Collection watercolors. Interesting. But I just thought it was so cute. Another one, I got a booklet. It's called A Gordon Fraser Cross Stitch Collection. Designs by Gloria and Pat. This is from, I believe, 1986. And the bunny sitting in the Paul Yvonne hat. This hat reminds me of a Paul Yvonne pattern. It's not an actual Paul Yvonne hat. I don't know. But this is what got me. I just think it's so cute. And it's got a few patterns in this book. Let's show you some contenders here. Here's a Christmas. Oh, Lord. Look at that puppy. And the goose sitting in the bear's lap. Come on now. Adorable. Can't. The cat, of course. Cat's cute. Any cat is cute to me. What else we got? This Canadian geese here. So sweet. And then, oh, look at the quintessential 80s. I honestly think I had this kind of wallpaper at some point in my life, in my childhood. Oh. And last but not least, a cat dressed up. Look at her shoes. It looks like my cat, Molly. And then there's her husband. Look at how dapper he's looking. He's dapper. Top hat and pinstripe pants. Stop. I literally find so much joy in going through these old patterns and just thinking of the wild changes I could make to them, you know, whether it comes to colors or fabric choices and how I could finish them. I think my ultimate de-stash item that I found is one of my unicorns that I have finally gotten, and it's here. Yes, it's here. A book of Rainbow Bright patterns. I cannot. Rainbow Bright. There's Starlight. Her horse's name's Starlight. And then there's Twink, her best friend. And he's got all his friends. And of course they have all the colors, all the Rainbow Bright's friends as well. I just love it. Okay, I got my monthly installment of Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. This is called Burning Woods. I get a 32 count linen. Burning Woods Crackling Fire. It's really nice. Oh, look at that red. It's looking a little bit more brown, but it's actually a red. That is gorgeous. She's a beaut. Look at that dark modeling. She's a beaut, Clark. Kudos, Fiberlicious, for another beautiful monthly installment. What else? I got a piece of fabric from the Cross Stitch Studio. This is called Aqua Rays. It's a 32 count opalescent Belfast, of course. And she big. I got a fat half in this. I must have blacked out when I bought this because I don't even remember when I did. Couldn't even tell you. But look at that. Hold on. Let's see. This is gorgeous. My goodness. It looks like the sky. Like this honestly looks like what I'm stitching my Mirabilia Sleeping Beauty on. Or Sleeping Princess? I think it's Sleeping Princess. It is Sleeping Princess. I don't know. There's so many gorgeous fancy ladies sleeping patterns out there. You look so beautiful when you're knocked out. All right, one more piece of fabric. So I was highly enabled again by the Hathaway Stitchers. Thanks, ladies. But it's a new dyer to me, and I'm so glad I found her. Her name is Christy. She is Banana Oil on Etsy, and she has some of the most unique modeling of her fabrics I have ever seen. I was shook. The modeling is just out of this world. Look at this fabric. Oh my gosh. And I am just like in awe. I don't even know what I could put on this, but I'm putting something fabulous on it. You know something fabulous is going on this. So this is a 40 count. Check out her Etsy. Banana Oil, it's called. Very unique, different designs to her modelings that she does. And she sends the sweetest note, handwritten. It's like we're pen pal besties. Like, it's so nice. And look at these cute little stickers. I'm going to put them on my, oh my goodness. She gave me a narwhal. Next best thing to a unicorn, narwhal. Well, hey, Rocky, I'm punching. Sorry. I am so sorry. I probably just lost a few followers because of that. Cracking myself up. Okay, so my next thing I wanted to show you is I placed an order with Stephanie from Lindy Stitches. I love her patterns, and I was recently enabled by a Flosstube episode from, once again, Cross Stitch the Globe. Stephanie had showed this. It's a series of patterns and that are made to be
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Did you guys hear that?
I don't have an answer.
That's my iMac talking to me. I think she thinks I said Siri. And I have her on full blast right now because I was blasting Madonna right before I sat down. I just have to be careful when I say the word series. Anyway, this is a series of patterns by Lindy Stitches. They come out in 6 parts. It's meant to be stitched all together to become a bell pull. It is the Black Cat season. This is number 1, Midnight Walker, Shadow Stalker. This is number 2. So cute. This is 3. Number 4. Number 5. And number 6. I am really freaked out by my computer. I lost my total train of thought with that. So, okay, that is meant to be made into a bell pull. I got all the fixings for it. So I got the fabric and it comes with, well, I bought the whole, it wasn't a kit. It was just like you can get the patterns, you can buy them all together, and then she gives you options to like add on. So one of the add-ons I did was the fabric. It's from Grace Notes Fabrics called Blackberry Latte. It's an Aida, 16 count Aida, and it is cut and serged in bell pull form, which is very nice. Very nice and convenient for me. I like convenient because I like not doing all the work. It's beautiful. I don't have a Grace Notes Fabrics in my stash yet, so I'm happy to stitch this. I'm excited. And yeah. What else? I got the little bell pull holder to it. If I can find a picture of the full piece finished, I will pop it in here. Okay, and then I got the little wooden hanger that the bell pull will hang from. I think she had these specially made for this series. I just thought it was so cute. And you know, me and my cats. Me and my cats. Anything. You put a cat on it, I am... Take my money! Just take it all. It's like everything, all the... From Market. Oh my god, the Market releases with all the cat patterns. Oh, god, take my money. I was having serious FOMO. I really wanted to be there. If any designers or... you know, stores need a laborer, I can carry a lot of weight. So if you need a laborer, you need a shoulder to cry on, I'm your girl, and I will gladly help you out. A girl can dream, right? Okay, that's all my stash. Giveaway time. Thought I would forget, didn't ya? I did not forget. I wanted to do the giveaway. You had to be at least 18 and you had to be a subscriber to this channel and use the word retro in your comment. I used random YouTube comment picker and I did do a little video so I could be transparent and you could see the winner being picked. So I'm going to insert that video here. All right, Stitchy friends, if you are seeing this right now, I have successfully inserted a clip into my Flosstube. We are, of course, here picking the winners for my first giveaway. And just a reminder, you are going to be the lovely winner of this pattern. What else? And then a few waxing moons, autumn stack, so cute. And then we got Halloween stack and also winter stack. And probably some other goodies I'll throw in there, we'll see. So, for all intents and purposes, this is my iMac, and I am going to copy and paste. So, copy this YouTube. Once again, we use the word retro in the comment. And let's see. Paste it there, and we're gonna fetch it. We used our keyword filter, retro. All right, let's see who won. All right, we have a total of 46 comments, and our winner is Shannon Nottestein, 1562. I am so sorry if I butchered that. She says, congrats on your membership milestone, and I too love retro patterns. I find that I love all the Lisa Frank stuff that is now making a comeback. It makes my heart happy. Love that you are your authentic self. I really enjoy watching you. Thank you so much, Shannon. I really appreciate that. And congrats to you on winning my first giveaway. If you can, Shannon, reach out to me. I will most likely, I don't know if I can tag you in my next video or not. Try to get the word out. But if you see this, please either email me or message me on my Instagram, and I will get back to you. I just need your, your mailing essentials. Full name, address, the goods. Thank you so much. All right, back to the channel. Okay. Prairie Schoolers. I said I would come back and do my Prairie Schooler stash, the next one, and I am here to deliver. I'm gonna start off with, I have a lot of Prairie Schoolers. I just, blacked out one night and went on eBay and, all the bays, and was just like, I'm buying everyone because I just love the look of them. Their color schemes speak to me, and yeah, I just love it. So I got these small little Prairie Schoolers. These are newer. I believe these are still available. This is like the Halloween series they did. So who's there? Look at these skeletons, so cute. What else I got? Knock knock. Witch. Looks like she's running into the house there. I like the border on this one. Misfortune. What you got cooking up, girl? Love this bat up here. Double double. They're cooking up something good. Look at the kitties. And then Night Flight. I almost said Night Fright, which, could be it too, but look at that. She's strong. Look, she's carrying that pumpkin while she's riding on her broom. I love this the moon, though. I like the moon. Love them. And of course, I got some Prairie School Santas. The best Santa of them all. 1987 Santa, because that's the year I was born. It's the best year ever. Particularly born in December. Cute, right? I love it. Next up, 89 Santa. Oh, look at the cardinals. So cute. Wait, Santa, why are you carrying a wreath? I don't get it, but all right. Maybe he's decorating. Oh, God, look at this one. This has got to be a tie for #1 for my favorites. 92 Santa. Look at him. He's fishing. Look at the lobster in his backpack. Isn't that just sweet? This is the kind of thing that if I ever decorate off season down the shore at a shore house, yeah, this is definitely going to be a decoration there. And then I have 93 Santa, which is, he is just gardening away and picking his poinsettias for the season. Not only does he make all the toys, he grows all the poinsettias. You didn't know that about Santa, did you? A few more Santas. We got 2016 Santa. I like the reindeer. He's adorable. This is 2017 Santa. Oh, look at that dove in his pocket with the polar bear. I love it. This is 2019. 2018. 2019. Oh, look at the baby sheep in his arms. Adorable. And then 2020. What a year, folks. And you know what? The rabbits are showing what a year it was. It's very, very windy. This is so cute. I love this one. And then I got 2022 with the penguins. Look at the baby penguin in his hand up here. They're helping him decorate and put the lights up, right? I think they're lights, yeah. Christmas lights. Arctic lights. Yes, it is. Oh my goodness, so cute. I would definitely do these, all of them. And I would put them on my tree as like ornaments because it goes perfectly, like I said, with my color scheme and the vibe that I have going for my Christmas decor. All right. The larger Prairie School patterns. I have their first Prairie School pattern ever. This is book #1. It's called County Fair 1. Oh, the pictures are horrendous, but I just find something so endearing about farm animals. It's just a vibe. County Fair #2. So this is book #2. At the time, they only had 6 patterns out. This is from 1984. 1984, people. We're going up 40 years here. Then we have book #6, Barn Cats. I like this one. It's called Country Cat. This one looks like my cat, Mika. And I'm going to put a picture in of her because I don't think, unless you follow me on Instagram. Here's a picture of Mika. Isn't she sweet? She's my little princess. Okay, that's that. We got a Prairie Christmas, which I just think is so cute. I'm not sure if it's the picture related or what. I would have to pull the DMCs to see what they actually look like. They just look so dark, but I love a few of these. I love the reindeer, the cat, the house. Then we got Holiday Homestead, book #14. This came out in 1986. I would stitch every single one of these. I love the birds and I love the houses. So adorable. Right up my alley. And then St. Nicholas I have. This is book #20. And this is from 1988. This has a bunch of the Santas on it. The only one that's a repeat, this is 1987 Santa. I'm wondering if the rest of these are all from different years. I don't know. But they're cute as heck. I love the different colors that are used. Okay, and then we have a Prairie Year 2. Each of these represents a month We have January, which is a snowflake. February, which is a cool design with hearts. March, in like a lion, out like a lamb. April, May, right here. June, July, they got the Liberty Bell for July 4th. August, September, picking apples. October, witch. November, and December. Cute, right? Then we move on to my newer Prairie Schoolers. This is book number 148. I'm sure some of you have seen this. This is from 2008, When Witches Go Riding. This was a pretty popular one I seen, and I think it was one of these that I saw that really sparked my interest into the Prairie Schooler patterns. Love it so much. Book number 156. This is from 2009. Boo to You. Oh, look at them. So adorable. I cannot. So cute. And there's even one on the back. Let me cover the pattern. These will definitely be on my Halloween tree whenever that gets started. And then I have Fall Fields, book number 159 from 2009. I just love the color scheme. It's such a great autumn color scheme, and I love all the animals. Look at the bunny and fox and the pheasant. You don't see a lot of pheasants pictured in cross stitch. Love it. The last one I have is called Hocus Pocus, book 197. It's definitely one of the newer ones. But I love it. I love the Halloween pattern vibe. I love it all. That's it. There you go, people. That is my Prairie Schoolers. So, Multi-Craftual Queen's Corner. I have a surprise for you. Yes. Look what I made. I finally did it, guys. This is what my letters from Mermaids is sitting in. Look at the bees. Oh, gorgeous. I watched a YouTube video over and over and over again until I basically memorized it. And then I made a bag. And I got the honeycombs on the inside, got the vinyl, and I did line it with, I'm testing out liners. I'm trying to see what I like more. Do I like one more with give? This one's the stiffer one. But I did, and then I have this cute little bee charm here. Love it. Love it so far. I wanted the fabric that encases the zipper here. I wanted it bigger, right? So my next bag, I did it bigger without taking into account making this, the width of this bigger. So what happens is, I'm putting all my receipts in here for right now. Do I have any identifying information? Not really. We're good. The zipper sits lower, but it didn't take into account the width of it. So if I try to put like an 8x10 pattern in here, it won't sit in here. Like I would have to like tuck it up. All right, so this was a work in progress. So this will be used for receipts or whatever. But I do like it. Cute, right? I like it a lot. And then third time it was a charm for me, and I finally think I found the dimensions that I'm actually loving with the vinyl front bags. And here it is. This is my first finished masterpiece. This is, I call this my psychedelic bag. Look at that. How nice. My stitches are really great on this, I gotta say. I experimented with trying, for all you sewing machine users, I experimented with the left compensating foot, and it gave such a great straight stitched line. Very easy, and especially with doing the binding here. I was very nervous about doing the binding because you have to get so close to the edge. Sorry, this is sewing talk real quick. You have to get so close to the edge to get that nice binding stitched down real good. And I'm really proud of it. So, and then I just happen to have an iron-on from like a sewing pattern or something like that. It came free. And I was like, oh my God, that would look perfect right there. So I just put it there. Of course, it's going to be covered up by a pattern. I don't really care. But like each time I take stuff out of my bag, I'm going to see this cute little iron-on flower. Thought that was a cool addition. And then, of course, I did a peace charm and a little tassel. And that's it. That's all that I got. Plans. I'm just going to continue on with my whips. Who knows? I'm kind of in a do what I want thing right now. But I am joining a couple of sales. You know, me who doesn't like obligations. I'm joining a sal. But I never really joined a sal properly. I've always like caught up with a sal and seen it and was like, oh, I wish I could have joined that. So I am starting the Deadly Aquarium sal by Lola Cross Stitch. And it begins, you have plenty of time still if you want to add. She's the one that did the Greenhouse of Oddities, I want to say, sal. And that pattern was awesome. I saw that all around Instagram and I was like, you know, seeing everybody's parts when they came out and stuff like that. I was like, oh, that would have been really cool, but I didn't get to it. So this one I'm definitely doing. So this stitch along features an aquarium filled with the world's most dangerous and strange sea creatures. You know, me and my nautical loving butt are all in this. Each week we'll have a different theme and we'll include an index with information about the featured creatures. That's actually really cool. I'm excited for that. All the animals in the aquarium represent real species. The pattern contents will be kept secret until each section is released. Oh, I'm so excited. She gives a whole release schedule. And this is available on Lola Cross Stitch Etsy shop. April 12th, she's going to release the aquarium tank frame, and we actually have 6 weeks to do that. The stitch itself, what are the dimensions? 230 by 166, so she's going to be a big one. And then she gives you suggested fabrics, and it looks like it's like more of a green, you want like a, you know, it's an aquarium tank, so you want like the blues, the greens, that sort of deal. But it's going to, there is 13 exhibits, and it goes from May 24th, when the first exhibit is released, to August 30th, to the 13th exhibit. Oh boy, I am excited. So, like one sal wasn't enough. I am jumping on the bandwagon to do Vampirum sal by Nocta Floral Designs on Etsy. This is what the sal map will look like. I am quite excited for this. She gives a sal schedule. Part 1 will be April 20th. So I'll be doing 2 sals at the same time. She gives you the DMC list, and we are 171 by 283 stitches. So on an 18 count fabric, that comes to 9 by 15. Color scheme. She says, I originally envisioned this design as a very pastel goth, with a color scheme full of bright purples and pinks. Right up my alley. To achieve this candy-colored look, Witch's Garden Crafts has created a custom, gorgeous custom purple colorway called Batavia, specifically for this sal. You can find it on our Etsy shop. Ooh, I'm going to have to go check that out. I didn't even read that. But yeah, we'll see. I'll have fun. Maybe next time I'll show you guys what fabrics I'm choosing, because it'll be around the time, like right before that those sales are to be started. So yeah, those are my plans. Of course, I would accidentally hit my clicker at the end of my video when I'm trying to say goodbye to you all. So I'm going to add this in. It has been a pleasure. Thank you so much for watching me. If you choose to watch me, I appreciate it. I will try to come back earlier this time, maybe in like 2 weeks, maybe beginning of April. Just so I don't have so much stuff to go through, although I know some of you like that, so I don't know. Listen, like my cashier lady at 7-Eleven said today, go have a good day on purpose. You matter, your feelings are valid, and I hope you get some fabulous stitching time in. Until next time, I'll see you on Instagram and in the comments. Can't wait to talk to you all. Have a good day. Bye.